Hello. Thank you so much for helping out with these recordings. I'm going to walk you quickly through how to do the recordings using Audacity. So I have right now pulled up one of the Google folders. So I just went into my Google Drive, typed in the 386 or 374, whichever course you're looking for. So once you go into that folder, there are a couple of different things for you to look for. So you'll see that there's a folder for the weeks. There's also a folder for the audio recordings for presentations. So to actually access the presentations, you'll go into weeks. So I'm going to double click there. I'm just going to click on week 3 because I know I haven't done any of those yet. My Google Drive's been acting a little funny today. So the only thing that we're recording are the PowerPoint presentations, all right? You'll see that for whatever reason, there are duplicates of each of the PowerPoints. I don't exactly know why, but it has something to do with the instructional design. My understanding is that they are exactly the same. So this one that says chapter 3 and 4 blocks is exactly the same as this one that says chapter 3 and 4 blocks. So pick one. I don't think it makes any difference, and that's what you can read from. So I'm just going to pick this one, this chapter 3, Keys to Collaboration. So once I open that up, I'll see here that this is the title slide, and then you can work your way through. Some of them have text in the notes page. If there is text in the note page, we're supposed to read that too. If there's not text, we just read what's on the slide. All right, so the bad news, well, one of the few bad things about this is that we need separate audio files for every slide. So what that means is that I'm going to open up Audacity here, and it will show you, and I'll show you how you can record the audio and then what we do with that audio once we find it, or once we have it recorded. So I click on Audacity. I also have it on my home page, but I just went from there, from the start. Click OK. I've already logged in. So if you haven't logged into Audacity yet, you will need to log in. I thought it might make me do it again, but since I've already logged in today, it's not making me do it again. So when it comes up, it'll be the full screen. What I do, because I'm doing a lot of this on my laptop, when I'm home and I have multiple screens, I do it a little bit differently. But while I just have my laptop, I minimize it to a small corner so I can see this and record as I'm reading what's on the slide. All right? So a few things about the Audacity page here, or landing page. The red obviously means record. So the first thing that I noticed with Audacity is that it starts recording immediately. Most programs like Screencast-O-Matic and some of the others will count down, like, what's the other one? Oh, Flipgrid counts down for you. Audacity does not. It starts recording immediately. So when you click on this button, it's going to start recording right away. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read this one as if I'm recording this slide. So I push the record button. Chapter 3, Keys to Collaboration. And then to stop it, I push this button right here, the square. All right. So now I have my audio recording. If you want to test it, you can, although at the point that we're at, I'm beyond testing it. So chapter 3, sounds amazing. All right. So once I have my audio file, I click on Share Audio. I've left it so that it's public. I don't know that it makes a difference, but I've just left it that way. I click on Continue. It'll take a few seconds. The longer the reading is, the longer it will take for the upload to complete. Click Continue. A new screen will show up. You X out of this. If you have not signed into Audacity yet, you won't be able to get to this point. So if you've already signed in, great. You can click on the X here. Now we're going to download this file to share with the instructional designers. So I will click on this little down arrow here. This is how it shows up on my computer. I click on MP3 and it shows up down here. On Beth's, it showed up in the corner and she had to click a little folder. For me, this is how it looks. I click on this arrow and click on Show in Folder. So here you see my Downloads folder. You may not have your Downloads folder set to come up right away, so you may have to go over here to the left and click on Downloads. This is the file that I just downloaded, all right? This is obviously going to be a little confusing if we submit a bunch of stuff with just random numbers. So what I do, because I'm a PC user, I'm not sure what to do for a Mac, so I hope none of you are. For PC users, I right-click on this file, and then I go down to Rename, and I would put in chapter, whatever the chapter is. Honestly, I don't even remember what it was. Chapter 3, that's right. Chapter 3, slide 1. All right. So then I know this is chapter 3, slide 1. For the 386 class, there are 2 different textbooks. So to make it more specific, I could put a B. So you see here I have P, that's the other book practices. So if I'm like, ooh, I really want to make it specific, I could say B chapter, because this is from the Building Blocks book. Chapter 3, slide 1. All right, so now I have that. Once I've recorded all of the audio files that go through the whole presentation, and there's 27 slides, so you can see as you get further down, there tend to be more comments and notes. So you read these and then read what's on the slide. Once we have all of those, then we can go back to our folder, our Google folder from the Google Drive. Go to the course, so this one's in 386. Go to Audio Recordings for Presentations. I don't have all the weeks put in here yet, but they will be soon. So you would go to week 3, I think this is, and then find chapters 3 and 4 in the Blocks book. So I'm just going to pop them in here for right now, just so you can see. So there's Blocks. So pretend that says chapter 3. And then you click on New, File Upload. Again, if it doesn't come up to your Downloads folder, you'll need to click on the Downloads. And here's the recording we just did. We open it, and it should go into that folder. All right. So that is how we upload things into the Google folder. What I do then is after I'm done with all of the recordings for a specific chapter or week, I'm going to go ahead and delete this so I don't accidentally send it to them. Then I send an email to Ray, Tiffany, and Angie. So I'm getting ready to send this one to you all to let them know, hey, I just uploaded the readings for 386, week 3, chapter 3, whatever. All right, so that they know that those are up there and ready because they have access to those Google folders. I'm getting ready to send this email to you all with this link so you can see it. And I've done SED 374 weeks 1 through 4. Beth is going to do 374 weeks 5 and 6. Jill, I was hoping you would do SED 374 weeks 7 and 8. I am already done with 386 weeks 1 and 2. So Nikki, if you would do 386 weeks 3 and 4, and Linda, if you would do 386 weeks 5 and 6, then I will also do, how about weeks 7 and 8? And this. I know it still looks like I'm doing a ton, but it is so much better to have you all helping me than to be doing every single one of these things on my own. So again, thank you for helping out. And if you have questions about anything, please let me know. I'll put my cell phone number on here too, so you can call me, text me, email me, and I will be around all weekend, so I'm happy to help. Thanks again.